morning, Mr. Killa, Mr. Killa, Mr. Killa. Wagwan, my brother.
Everything good, everything good. Blessed love, blessed uprising to you and every listener out there. Love and blessings, brother.
Thank you so much, Mr. Killa. I've been following your career from ever since, yo, brother. I remember when you were baby Killa. You understand? I know you're Mr. Killa. So you've grown from a baby to a big man in the business. And everything you've been writing and performing since been hits after hits after hits after hits. Now, you got a tune there, right? That I know the girls them love. And you love it. It's called Roly Poly. Now, Mr. Killa, what made you write Roly Poly?
Well, really, actually, all I could say is the big girls.
You want a fat girl? You want a roly poly?
The big girls cause me to write roly poly. I always, in entertainment, a lot of the times when I'm growing up, I try to see where there is a pocket that need to be filled.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I saw performance needed to be, I would say upgraded. I saw that performance needed a spike, some spice, so I decided I wanted to be that performer. And then also I said I wanted to always find unique topics, to express on, and I always wanted to do a big girl song. I said, one day I want to do a song for the big girls. Everybody deal with bless up all the slim girls, and fat girls need loving too. The big girls need loving too. So that was the thought. That was the thought. And I went to London. I think it would be 2013, somewhere around. I went to London end of 2013, and it was a live band show. And the energy was up, and a call for a girl to come on stage, boy. And a slim girl run up and start to shell the place. People making noise. And as I turn around walking the opposite way, I hear the crowd make a different kind of noise. And when I turn back, there was a big girl on stage. And it just happened one time. She was bad, brother. I just happened one time, and I just start singing, I want a fat girl, I want a roly poly, I want a big girl, to make me roll fat girl, roll it. A lot of my songs happen like that, spur of the moment things, and they're in that mood and the vibes high. And I always tell people that I feel like ideas just be floating in the universe. You know what I mean? And we are the minds that are the antennas that we can actually tap in and intercept those ideas, especially when, the vibes is high. And at that moment, really fully happened, That's where it was born.
So true. And fat girls need love too. Yeah, man, I love that. But you're so energetic when you go on stage. I seen a performer with you coming off on stage with your cane and you're on one foot and you're doing your thing, and wow. Where you get this energy from, man?
Boy, there is no explanation for that, really and truly. I just try my best to eat as best as I can, stick to my island foods. I try to stay away from any substance that I feel that doesn't give me, that doesn't do anything for me. So I don't smoke. I don't do alcohol.
Wow.
If I drink a Guinness right now, I drunk. What I mean? So my thing is to try not to do too much of those things. Have once or twice if my friends out and I take a little sip or something. And that can't be much. So I try to balance myself as best as I can. But I really and truly think that, when the old people used to say, mind over matter, we used to take those things as a joke or a simple statement. But there is times I go to perform, because we human beings at the end of the day, and every day we go feel our best,
Correct.
And you have times I press, I work so hard that, the body tired. I feel like, yo, bro, I ain't sure if I could go anymore. When I will go to that stage. I remember Trinidad one year, I did like, I think it's 11 or 12 shows in one day.
Yes, Trinidad is a monster when you're performing, because I know past years when I used to manage Rupee doing like 15-20 shows in one day. And I'm talking about from school tours, right back down. You're going from South right back down to Port of Spain, and it's crazy. It is pace in Trinidad. So I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So doing that, and then I remember one time I was performing, it was really poorly, and when we reached about show number 8, one of the girls came and she was like, I'm so sorry. She was almost crying because, when I'm vibing with my team, we become like a family, and she come and water was running from her eye, cause like she was telling her friends, like, she's burnt out, like she can't go no more, one of the dancers, and she came to me. And I started to laugh. I said, so what you cried for? Stop that. You know what I mean? I just started crying. I said, it's okay. It's all right. I said, it's all right. Then by the next show, the next one was tired, and they asking me like, how is it possible? Because they're running on for small bits of the show, and I doing my full performance, and manage to give you 100% every time.
Okay.
That is in the mind.
Now, question for you: who inspired you to do soca music? Who is your biggest inspiration in soca music?
Soca music, really and truly, if I go back and I calculate what draw me into soca music, I would say Inspector.
Specky.
Inspector. Specky, Ajamo, I would say is the two people that really draw me into soca. And an old school artist called Tangla, Grenada Tangla.
I remember Tangla. He's the blind guy, right?
Tangla, no, Tangla wasn't blind. Fortune teller is the blind guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but Tangla is the guy who sang songs like Bouncing Low and those kind of, songs there, which was amazing to me, Tangla and Japs and those guys is who really give me that vibe. It was a time I was doing dancehall music at the time. When I started doing reggae and dancehall music. But there was a time, every time Carnival come around, dancehall, the reggae don't have that space, don't have that place, and it was a different kind of time, the trucks on the road, festive season, and back then the world was big. Right now, social media make the world small, so you couldn't really bust in dancehall unless you maybe go to Jamaica or so, So I said, you know what? I love the soca. One time I was by a place called Kelly's Hotspot in a popular restaurant and bar, and they used to have like a lot of street jams and stuff like that right there. Boy, the big truck pull up. And when the big truck pull up and people, getting on bad. I myself as a youth, love the carnival band and the mass and the playing, traditional mass and stuff like that. And Specky was in the truck, and the man just started shell down the place, And
so from there you was baptized in soca.
And then he came off the truck, and Elimus, Hitman, Hurricane, Gilbert, the inspector himself,
Wow. So
the man passed and I was right there, and he see like I watching him, and he touched me on my head, like like small hand, kind of thing like that, not knowing that the man just touched the monster,
Wow. So then now after you become so Soca Nice now. You started with a thing called Killa Day now in Grenada. Tell us about Killa Day.
After all the years and stuff like that, I have dominated Soca Monarch, and I mean just that industry and a whole in my hometown for years upon years before I even went international, like with Roly Poly and get into Trinidad. I've been doing Trinidad Soca Monarch. Like when I win in Grenada, then I would head to Trinidad and represent Grenada in Trinidad from since 2005. And I decided after all of these years, when I became international, Grenada on a whole don't get to see me perform in that arena that I have created to be a battleground. I changed Soca Monarch into the battleground that it is. Grenada Soca Monarch have an energy where I don't think you can find in any other Soca Monarch worldwide. You understand? Worldwide, there is an energy. They will tell you that Grenada Soca Monarch, we turn that into a battle. When you come to Soca Monarch, you have to come good. You have to do it because you have to come to try to beat Killa. You understand?
Definitely. I seen you in Trinidad brought that Grenada Soca Monarch vibes to Trinidad in 2019 when you run with it.
Of course, and that was all the years of practice, on the ground, knowing what competition is, and I would say helping design the energy and flow of what Soca Monarch, energy is supposed to be in Grenada. So after all these years, after leaving Soca Monarch and not competing and things like that, it has always been my dream to give to the fans on my island, that part of me again, but not in competition, in a way where they could actually come and see not just one song being performed, but now they can see Killa expressing himself throughout history until the day and until this day. You know what I mean? So when you come to Killa Day, it's called Legend. Legend, the concert.
Wow.
It's a Tuesday before Carnival in Grenada.
Okay, so that's like August 6th.
It's going to be on August 6th.
No.
And Legend, last year when people came out of that show, they couldn't believe it. I mean, for the first half an hour of me performing, you get like 4 songs of Soca Monarch history. When the stadium used to shake in Grenada, and I'm talking about not in one close, I'm talking about from close change. It's very theatrical. You know what I mean? A presentation to the max. I mean, if you go back into the search the internet, you will see the remarks and stuff like that. And if you ask anybody in there, they're like, yo, I have never been to a soca show like this.
Nice. No. What? You're coming to New York on May 11th. What do your fans in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut will expect from you at the arena on May 11th?
My fans?
Yes, sir.
The FFF gang. It's the friends and family.
You don't know.
The FFF gang know what Killa brings. They know how Killa is. You know what I mean? I don't play with the stage. I take it very serious. And when I come to work, you see? So when me and the fans and my performance, you realize it's not just I alone, it's now me and the fans. You see? So when I link up with the fans, we have a ball of a time. Yeah, we change. Yo, it's party criminals.
So party bad. But from Heritage side, they session video already.
We share together, So I always try to give my fans every bit of energy that I have. I did though take a little break recently. Some people might realize, the fans that has been following closely, like my social media and stuff like that, I just kind of disappeared for a while. And I think it was a very important time for me because I've been doing this for years, definitely had some studies and stuff like that. I'm a fan of knowledge, affiliate education in a way, so get my certificates in international relations and things like that, and still studying beyond. So I took some time do that. Also working on some major projects, not just for me alone. Building a venue also back home in Grenada. But working on some major projects for the country in itself and the development of my country. And I think that is a contribution that I must make and let my hands be a part of, my hands, my mind and soul be a part of, for my country, because I see greater things, not just in entertainment, but even beyond. So taking that little break from just the music and the studio and stuff like that has also given me, I think, a new feel, I think a renewed type of passion, because in that time I think I had some time to look at myself, look at my journey, feel the struggle, see the pains, see the ups, the downs. Just take a time and look back, because sometimes we do things that we never get a chance to look back. And I want to see, as I'm on this interview right now, I want to say to my fans, I want to say thanks. I want to say a special. As my life, brother, could have been in the ghetto, could have been on the street, and the kind of brain that I have. You understand? If I have to be bad, I'll be good at it. And I've been there. And I want to say thanks. So, friends, my fans, my family. A lot of artists, a lot of the times, they forget who sometimes really put them where they are. And if not for my fans, my friends that was there by my side, and my family, I wouldn't be here today. Each and every one of us have our story to tell. And my story and my journey, I might, seems to have grey beard and grey hair, but I've been there a while doing this, and it has definitely been a journey.
Definitely.
The songs, things that they call failures, which is, I call it, I stomp my foot sometimes, enough times my knee touch the ground, and I get up and I dust myself off and keep trotting on. And I want to say to every brother and every sister out there, don't let nobody at all ever tell you that you can make it and you don't work. You understand?
Definitely.
You don't work everything that you think you work. You understand?
Definitely.
I want to say soca music is healing to enough of our nations, enough of our people out there that travel for the love and the vibes of soca music and carnival and togetherness. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so I'm proud to be a part of the soca nation.
Definitely.
I'm proud to be a part of this Caribbean vibe, this Caribbean movement.
Sounds so good. Sounds so good, Mr. Killa. Mr. Killa, we want to thank you so much for calling us this morning and talking to us. And we want to bring you in the studio when you come to New York on May 10th, because I know you can do your thing when you come to New York, Mr. Killa. And we can't wait to see you in Grenada for your big show down there also. Spice Mass.
I hope everybody who listening come to Spice Mass. Grenada is tranquility. Grenada is love vibes.
Everybody want to play a job now, so you definitely got to come for Spice Mass, but especially Killa Day, all right? So, Mr. Killa, we will talk to you again later, and thank you so much, and you're welcome right here on Caribstar anytime, 103.5 FM HD3, all right?
Love, light, and blessings. And I want to big up the management team. I want to big up the family again. And I want to big up all the supporters, the fans. And big up to the radio station, full 100. And yo, guys, and when the ticket drop in about 3 days from now online, make sure you get it early, because trust me, Killa Day is a different kind of show.
Definitely.
Love, light, just up.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Mr. Killa. All right.